All right, Shalom. All right, looking good. Oh, shit. Kind of hot, y'all. Just bear with me here. Watch live. All right. So, Lord willing, we coming in loud and clear. Fix that. All right. We're here another live stream, various news. All praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect out there. All right. This live stream is entitled Tornadoes, Boeing and SpaceX launch, and end of the dollar. Various news. Okay. So those are a few of the things we're going to talk about. As always, brothers are allowed and invited to post scriptures as often as you will. All right, pertaining to the topics, and let's just get it right into it. So, how about you, how Shabbat Rock a thumb to all you out there? Let's do it. So first, we'll start off with the scripture here. Let's get Romans 13 to start. And excuse me. All right. Got Romans 13 and verse 11. I started verse 10 actually. It says, Love therefore, so like your love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Okay, because Christians love to holler out about it. Oh, God's love is love. He loves you so much. Well, when you go, when you read up here, right? Verse 8 says, Owe no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. It's verse 8. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Okay, so we're not those that teach. We don't beat you over the head with the law, but we understand that keeping the commandments is showing love to your neighbors, to the Most High. The Savior said that if you love me, keep my commandments. So that shit about the law was done away with, you're wrong. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. And we're by no means saying that keeping the law is going to get you saved, because it's not. Verse 11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Now is the time to wake up out of sleep. If you're an Israelite in this day and age, a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, or one of the speckled bird Israelites who may look like another nation, now is the time to wake up to the fact that we're Israelites, because the Lord is going to save his elect out of captivity. He's going to destroy Babylon the Great. Okay. Going on. It says again, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. And it's all kind of, I got an article, I got some news reports. They talking about the dollar, things going digital. World War III is on the horizon. Different diseases you hearing it talk about. Now they want to push another how can we say it? Another needle. They're trying to push that shit on you now. So you got to watch out. We in those times. The mark of the beast is right there, which is the RFID chip. Jake loved to say that something else is the mark of the beast. No, the mark of the beast is one thing. The only thing that it is the RFID chip. It ain't no shot. It ain't no lucifreeze. It ain't no, it ain't sin. All these other things. It's one thing, the RFID chip. The chip is the mark of the beast. Period. We'll see the judge shot part of it. No, no, not part of it. It's not part of it. It's something else. But the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Why? For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. We're very close to everything breaking open. Jacob's trouble, all out chaos. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light, which is the truth. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. So what I can do, what we can do, we can go over here. Let's read the NLT version of that. Then we'll launch off into some of the news. This is Romans 13:11. It says, "This is all the more urgent, for you know how late it is. Time is running out. Wake up, for our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. The night is almost gone. The day of salvation will soon be here. So remove your dark deeds like dirty clothes and put on the shining armor of right living. Because we belong to the day, we must live decent lives for all to see. Don't participate in the darkness of wild parties and drunkenness, or in sexual promiscuity or immoral living, or in quarreling and jealousy. Instead, clothe yourself with the presence of the Lord, Yahushua Hamashiach, and that is his name, the only name, Yahushua, okay? And don't let yourself think about ways to indulge your evil desires, right? Like Elder Hawaii say, evil. Don't look for ways to indulge your evil desires. All right. So this is Ariah Lob, Isaiah 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. And really, if you're gonna ever put that up, you see that colon right to the two dots, that means it's not complete. You need to rest. And it's on me. I shouldn't have read it. You need to rest though. When you see them two dots, usually we try to, give you all of that. Because that next part is important. Anyway, Shalom Elder Hawaii. Ariah Chayal, 1 Thessalonians 4:8. He therefore that despiseth not the man, but the Most High, who hath also given to us his Holy Spirit, which is showing us that the end is near. Okay. But as touching brotherly love, ye need not that I write unto you, for ye yourselves are taught of the Most High to love one another. And we just read what the love consists of. Isaiah Allah, Idaho, 2 John 1:6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. Right. You can't get around what's in the book. Christians, Edomite Christians, plantation Christians always want you to go away from what's written in the book. They want you to go according to your punk ass feelings. Yakazah, I'm gonna try to say it. Yakazak, Yakazak Allah, devoted to the Most High. With a name like that, hope you're doing the work. Hope you're doing something. You devoted to the Most High. Well, you better have some works behind it. John 14:15. If you love me, keep my commandments. Right. That's what the Lord told us to do. If you love him, keep his commandments. Do what he told you to do. One more, Ariah Chayal, Ecclesiastes 18:24. Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end and the time of vengeance. This is what you should be thinking about. The wrath that's going to be at the end and the time of vengeance when he shall turn away his face. I like that. Damn. A wise man will hear, verse 27, a wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning, he will be aware of offense, but a fool will not observe time. Just like these IUIC moolies, they steady racking up offenses, leaving behind them a trail of different receipts, right? Accusations, slander, and on top of that, they be sinning, going off, lying, just all kind of shit going on. Man, that whole damn place gonna fall apart. But we gonna see Yahweh reigns forever. Baruch 4:28. For as it was your mind to go straight from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. Right? You need the Lord. He don't need you. He don't need you. Let me read this one. This is Jim S. Saints of the Most High, Habakkuk 2 and 3 from the NLT. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. All right, so getting into some news. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna give you first a news report on these tornadoes that hit the Midwest. This one is from CBS News. Tornadoes pound Michigan, Maryland as heat wave strikes the Southwest. All right, so let's get into that. Stay tuned. Let me make sure here. Let me set it up. Hold on, hold on. Give it a little more. All right, stay tuned.
The Detroit area is recovering from a rare tornado outbreak.
That's right. Officials say a tree fell on a home. This is in the suburb of Livonia. A 2-year-old boy died, and his mother was critically injured.
Reported twisters also downed trees and damaged homes in Maryland. Multiple people were injured, but no deaths have been reported. The National Weather Service is going to be on the ground there today to try and figure out what happened. CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Skanga is in Gaithersburg, Maryland. That's about 45 minutes just north of Washington, D.C. We can see some trees on top of a house behind you. Nicole, what are you seeing in terms of damage?
Yeah, Lana, speaking of damaged homes in Maryland, take a look behind me. As the tornado moved through this neighborhood, it split this massive tree in half, one of the limbs falling on this house. Luckily, no one injured inside of that residence, but just a block away, 5 individuals were pulled out of the home and transported to area hospitals. They have since been discharged with only minor injuries. You can see some of the damage here on the street, some cars that were dented during this storm. Fire rescue responded to 88 incidents last night. Take a listen to an official, Earl Stoddard, describing that rescue here in Gaithersburg.
When they arrived, they saw the tree cutting basically straight across the entire house, all the way down to the floor. And there was at least one person who was pinned in the house by the tree and some of the debris. They had to get in, stabilize the tree, start to remove some of the related debris, and they were able to squeeze the person out.
And this is a really rare sighting here in Maryland. 2, not just 1, but 2 tornadoes hitting Montgomery County, something that this area in Maryland and that area in Michigan you mentioned before in Detroit have in common. They're both outside of Tornado Alley. Tornado Alley, researchers saying, are shifting. Another thing that's shifting, tornado season, as it's expanding in part due to climate change, researchers say. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Nicole Skanga, thank you.
Meantime, the southern U.S. is also seeing dangerous weather. Temperatures expected to be as high as 10 to 30 degrees above normal today. You're seeing CBS News senior national and environmental correspondent Ben Tracy, who I should note has been out in the heat all week. You covered what? Heat and wildfires in Fireball. You also went through your own namesake town of Tracy. Well, I think we saw you yesterday in Merced, California. Now you're in Vegas, which is under an excessive heat warning. So beyond your own heat exhaustion, talk to us about what folks are experiencing there. I understand it could be as high as 112 degrees.
Yeah, crazy. We have been getting around this week, but I will tell you, I mean, the Las Vegas Strip, usually this is kind of wall-to-wall people, right? There's not a whole lot of folks out here this morning, and I think that's because people know it's going to be awfully hot here today. As you mentioned, the forecast about 112 degrees. If that happens, it would be the earliest that Las Vegas has seen a temperature that hot in the season ever. So that's a big deal. And that's really the story of this heat wave, is that all of this heat is coming much earlier in the season than it normally does. And this, of course, is part of this massive heat dome that is parked over the American West right now, impacting cities like Las Vegas, like Phoenix and Tucson, and then up through California's Central Valley. The good news, if there is any, is that we think today is going to be the worst day of this heat dome. There's going to be a little relief coming in the next couple of days over the weekend before this thing kind of reloads again. And a lot of these same cities are hit by heat waves again next week. This does all come with the backdrop of climate change and our warming planet. When you think about the fact that 2023, just last year, was the hottest year on record globally, and the past decade has seen the 10 hottest years ever. So scientists say we should be prepared for more of this. These heat waves are going to happen more often, and when they do, they're going to be longer and more intense.
All right. Ben Tracy, stay cool, stay safe out there. Thanks.
All right. Different weather, Different things going on. Tornadoes, heat. As always, we got these main scriptures. Brothers always put up GMS and his likeness. Brother Damawathi from the GMS Orlando. Shalom, brother. Isaiah 28, verse 2. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. Right, absolutely. Let's get here to Brother Yahweh, Isaiah 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise. Excuse me. With storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Hard to say that sometimes. There was another one, another report here. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on here. Doggone it. So you can bring it up. Yeah. I actually had it. Right here.
If you feel like things don't add up right,
Doggone annoying commercials. Let's keep it moving. Come on. So yeah, lots going on. There's so many things going on. Can't even report them all. And this really the one I want to lead off with, but it happened the way it happened. So this is from ABC News. Multiple tornadoes touched down in Maryland. Let's listen in.
Break in Maryland, near our nation's capital, and a deadly twister striking in Michigan. Sam is in for Ginger, standing by with the big picture. But first, let's go to Elizabeth Schulze in Maryland with a glimpse of the damage there. Good morning to you, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, Robin. And we are in a dense residential area just about 30 miles northwest of the nation's capital. You can see here that cars are trapped, power lines are down. And if you look over here, you can see that this tree has been completely split in half, fell onto that house. This is one of several homes that's now encased by fallen trees and debris after the tornado tore through the neighborhood.
Get back down, get back down.
Overnight, multiple tornadoes touching down in Maryland.
There's two.
Injuring 5 after a night of severe weather.
This is the first time I've seen a tornado.
The first landing in Poolesville, Maryland, right next to a middle school.
Oh my God.
Before moving east to the city of Gaithersburg, hurling debris through the air. Fallen trees blocking roads and damaging several houses, including one that collapsed and trapped 5 residents inside, all injured but remarkably expected to survive.
The tornado hit. I just hear loud thuds and I just go to my bathtub, hide there.
Overnight, authorities urged residents to take cover immediately.
We never had nothing like this before.
Meantime, outside Detroit, a deadly EF1 tornado killing a 2-year-old after a tree crashed into the bedroom of this home.
This was a tough day. It's heartbreaking, something that's hard to take, hard to swallow, and probably be many, many sleepless nights.
And the canopy of this gas station toppled over as drivers were filling up.
Never in my life I was scared this much.
The National Weather Service will be here later today to investigate the damage and assess exactly how many tornadoes struck the area. Robin.
As we can see, so much damage there. Elizabeth, thank you. The dangerous weather is on the move this morning. Sam is in for Ginger. Ginger, and you're tracking it all for us?
Yeah, we are, Robin. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So that tragic death in Livonia, Michigan was an EF1 tornado. That just reminds us that even the low category tornado is dangerous. We've got to take them all serious. And this rough night, this deadly, dangerous night of weather left us with about 19 tornado reports. You see the 2 in Michigan. Well, let's concentrate on what was going on in the Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia area. So about 17 reports. Now, we'll get in there later today and we'll look at the damage and see, is this all coming from one storm where there's separate spin-ups? But this was a lot of damage reported in this area. These storms are kind of like a 1-2 punch. So they were along the warm front as it lifted in the area. Now the cold front is back off to the west and coming through the exact same area. So later on this afternoon, can we see some more dangerous storms kind of develop around the Baltimore, Washington area? Yes, so keep an eye on them. And then look at this little area popping up in central New Jersey, oh so close to New York City, some of this north of Albany as well. So with the cold front, we could continue to see some rough storms this afternoon. We've got major heat, dangerous heat in the country.
Every time I needed a new phone, I had to switch carriers.
I told him, At Verizon, everyone can get that iPhone 15 on them.
Now that I got a huge storage and battery upgrade, I'm officially done switching.
New and existing customers get iPhone 15 on us when they trade in any iPhone. Verizon.
All right, so that was it. Yeah, dude had a pink phone on the commercial. All right, so we're just gonna keep it moving. That was more news on these tornadoes and whatnot. I'll read a few of these. GMS in his likeness. Nahum 1, verse 3, it says, the Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. That's wicked, the wicked Esau, Edom, right? And wicked Israelites. He's not going to quit you. He's going to destroy you. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. All right. Same brother, Psalms 83, verse 13. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Is right. Yep. Shalom to the elder brother, Zion, GMS Buffalo. Shalom, brother. How about Shemel Shai? Barakatah. Long time no here, but I know how it is. I know how it is. This is Isaiah Allah, Idaho, Psalm 66:5. Come and see the works of the Most High. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men. And if you don't think that the Lord is in power, you need to look at what's going on the earth. The Most High about to bring some heavy, severe judgment and wrath on these people on the earth, particularly in Babylon the Great. These damn Edomites and these wicked ass 2/3 niggas over here. There's another video I want to play y'all too. Get on your damn nerves. I'm gonna look it up. Anyway, and even if it's Esau, Edom doing a lot of this dirt, who's the one that created that devil? Put that spirit in him. So I was looking at this brother name. I pronounced it wrong. Salakia is Yaka Azakwala. I believe that's how you say it. So Salakia, brother, getting your name wrong. Yaka Azakwala. Jeremiah 23:19. Behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked. Okay, you heard it. And this is GMS Saints of the Most High, brother Dawada, GMS Birmingham, Alabama, Psalms 83:15. So persecute them with thy tempest, which is the storm, and make them afraid with thy storm. All right, you see it, you heard it. Let's keep it moving now. There was some let me open this thing up and see if I can find this video. Y'all just hold on. This is just something to get on your nerves. If I can find it. It may be too far back in my history to even find it. Yeah, I'll just wait. I'll wait till a video play, and then I'll go and bring it up. Let's actually open up another window here. Let's do that. So let's get on with it. There was a launch. That's the big news, in my opinion. The Boeing rocket was launched. Right? It's right here. And it really ain't that big among, it's a big deal among these Edomites and whatever, but it might have went under the radar for you out there. But it just signals that Esau is getting impatient. He's doing, going on with trying to search out heaven, doing all the things they're doing. And they get ready for the coming of the Lord. They ain't gonna tell you that, but we understand it. So this is from ABC News. Boeing Starliner spacecraft launches first ever crewed test flight. And at the same time, ironically, you had the SpaceX Starship. I think it might have launched off today. This was from a day ago, but the SpaceX, which is Elon Musk outfit, they launched off today. So what the hell is going on with all these launches? Well, you can only imagine. Let's listen in a little bit here. This is about 7 minutes long. I don't know how much of we're gonna watch. We'll see. Listen in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. And liftoff of Starliner and Atlas V, carrying 2 American heroes, drawing a line to the stars for all of us.
Commander Butch Wilmer, they're calling down to Mission Control here in Houston that the spacecraft has begun rolling into the right attitude for its ascent, and the guidance, navigation, and control officer here in the room seeing good data on that.
passing through max Q, or the point of maximum dynamic pressure where the forces of air friction are highest, which in Sunny will shortly be passing through Mach 1, where the speed of sound.
You got a good throttle up.
Starliner and Atlas. Looking good with speeds and attitude increasing as expected. Coming up in less than 20 seconds, the solid rocket boosters will run out of fuel and burn out.
Good SRB burnout. Good SRB.
Now that the fuel in the solid rocket boosters has been depleted, the Atlas main booster stage will be continuing its burn for about the next 3 minutes.
Good handle. Good handle.
That call, good handle from Capcom Joshua Kutrick, indicating that the crew now has the ability to initiate an abort manually if needed. All looking good so far. Now 2 minutes into Starliner's flight and coming up on the solid rocket booster jettison at the 2 minute and 40-second mark.
Now you're gonna have some flatter. I shouldn't even mention it. Some flatter demon.
Yeah, doing that good trajectory.
NASA line. They ain't launched no rocket off.
The solid rocket boosters have now been jettisoned after seeing Starliner through its first 90 seconds of flight. Team on the ground here confirming that it was a good jettison and the vehicle's trajectory continues to look good. Now 3 minutes into today's flight.
We are watching Boeing Starliner spacecraft making what is Boeing's first crewed test flight ever. About a minute and a half in, almost 2 minutes in. It looks like smooth sailing so far. I want to go to astrophysicist Hakeem Halusei and our own Gio Benitez, who's there at the Kennedy Space Center. Gio, it looked like a takeoff from here. What's it like there right now?
A lot of excitement, as you can imagine, because people have been waiting on this for years, quite literally 4 years, because that's how long this program has been delayed. And now it is up in the air. It is getting up there to space and going to the International Space Station. The next big moment is coming up here at just about 4:29 into this flight. That's the booster engine cutoff, and that's when you have the booster separation. So that's when they're really sailing. But this was a gorgeous launch. It was quite literally a perfect launch. The skies are nice and clear, which is everything you want to look for, and we saw it just sail away. So it is very much on its way right now, and we're told that everything is looking very, very good, Diane.
Hakeem, what do you watch for in a launch like this? And anything stick out to you about this one?
Well, you know, this is a huge rocket. This is a big, complex machine. And there's so many ways that things can go wrong. And if you look at the development, right, things have gone wrong. One of them, for example, was something as simple as recognizing that the tape that was wrapped around wires, the insulation of wires, was flammable. And, you know, there's so many individual points of failure, from takeoff to launch to reentry, if it's that sort of vehicle. This one is not exactly that sort of vehicle. So when things go off without a hitch, and you look at the stages that led up to this, it just really gives me a lot of, appreciation for the engineering teams and how careful they are, because it's really, really difficult. And that's why, you know, there's always so many delays involved with bringing new technologies to fore.
And Gio, there are 2 astronauts on board this flight. What can you tell us about them?
Okay, I've been dying to tell you about this, Diane, and I have it ready. So Barry Wilmore, so Butch Wilmore, that's what we call him. He's the commander on this flight, longtime veteran of the space industry, of NASA. He already has spent 178 days in space. So they...
Well, I don't know about this lady. I was about to say 2 Edomites, but she's kind of brown, so we'll see. We'll see what they say. He Esau.
No space. Sonny Williams has actually spent more time in space than him, 320 322 days on the International Space Station. She is the pilot on board. And again, she is now making history as the first female to actually be on a test flight for an orbital spacecraft. So that's a very, very big deal. We do have some fun stuff about her, though. Sunny Williams was the World News Tonight Person of the Week back in 2007 right here on ABC. So see, even then, we recognize her genius, right? She's a Boston Red Sox fan. When she was on orbit, she actually cut off her hair on orbit in the International Space Station to donate it to Locks of Love. So they are really special people. They are beloved here at NASA, and no doubt about it, they're making history in a big way here, Diane.
And Hakeem, how do you feel when you see a launch like this? I mean, that view of the Earth gets me every time, and I don't know the half of it compared to you. How do you feel watching launch like this?
I feel like I wish I was on the launch. That's how I feel. You know, I've had the ability in my research to send things into space, but not myself, right? And I can't imagine. I always think about what those people are feeling and thinking in that moment, because there has to be a lot of excitement and there has to be a lot of anxiety. The reality of sitting on that thing, knowing the accidents that have occurred in the past, has to be in the back of their minds. But, you know, just like anything that's very difficult, you do your reps, you do your checks, you do it over and over and over again. And, you know, once they're in space, that is sort of the magic moments now, where you get to view the sky like you've never seen it. Going to a dark sky location on Earth is spectacular. Imagine being in space and looking at space. Like, that's nuts. And a view of the Earth that you've never seen. And you get to go around the planet, you know, at a faster rate than, you know, otherwise you'd be able to see the planet. So everything about it is just spectacular. But they have a job to do. So, you know, there has to be a balance between getting yourself together, doing your job, and enjoying the experience as you're going through it.
All right. So really nothing to really see. I mean, the main thing is that let's say that they did the launch, that is real, that they really did a launch. It just proves that Esau getting restless. They're looking for ways to try to get that birthright back, to try to avoid the Lord or to avoid judgment, and it's not going to work. The thing is, they're also saying that SpaceX also launched into space, and I'm going to see if we can bring that one up. Just bear with me here. I'm going to find it. That was yesterday. That was the Boeing flight. And see, the curious thing is Boeing, they've been in the news for their damn planes. They saying that their planes ain't up to par, but here that you got a damn rocket that can fly. You know, go up to the International Space Station here? Maybe, maybe not. We're just giving you what they're giving us. That's all. But
Look, I'll cut
pursuant to what the scriptures say, we know that these devils gonna be trying to do little things, and we'll read you why momentarily. Let's first look at the SpaceX launch. Let's get that one up here. All right, so this is the SpaceX launch right here. This is NBC News. This is much shorter, minute and 53 seconds. SpaceX launches Starship mega rocket into orbit on 4th test flight. So down here in the description, it says, for the 4th time, SpaceX successfully launched. Hold on, y'all. For the 4th time, SpaceX, which is Elon Musk company, successfully launched its Starship mega rocket into orbit on a test flight from Boca Chica, Texas. Which, if I'm not mistaken, Boca Chica would translate into, I think Boca is mouth, Chica is woman or lady. Woman mouth, Texas. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's what my rough translation. You people out, you brothers out there that know Spanish, or you sisters, you can say what that word would translate. Boca Chica. Yeah, Cállate la boca means close your mouth, shut your mouth. Chica is a female. Anyway, the rocket super heavy booster also landed in a splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico. So let's play it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We have the stuff. vehicle is pitching downrange. Booster engine cut off. Ship ignition. Stage separation confirmed.
Boost back bar, start up.
This is our view of the jettisoned hot stage. As we mentioned, this is a temporary fix to help reduce the weight of the booster, the super heavy booster. Future iterations will have a lighter weight integrated hot stage structure that won't need to be jettisoned.
And there's that landing bird. That landing bird just begun, and you can see the water below. And we have splashdown. What an incredible sight! Congratulations to the SpaceX team.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about
what the hell they all celebrating for like that. Anyway, we'll come back to me momentarily. Damn it, man. Oh, y'all just hold on here while I hook a fan up. My other fan. Sheesh. Oh, okay. One of the Latino brothers, one of the brothers from the Northern Kingdom said small mouth. Okay, Chica means small. Okay, small mouth, Texas. Damn it, some kind of flying bug in here. Small mouth, the water, brother. Sheesh. All right. Okay, so now let's get the scripture, because what we know to be true is that Esau, regardless of whether they lie or not, we know that Esau wants to get the birthright. He thinks he can get the birthright back, which he cannot. It was never his to begin with. Yep, this is brother Bamalak, good scripture. Job 20:6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? That's right. You might be excellent in areas, and we know that Esau, we're not like the flat earth demons. You know, all these people that just doubt. They think that Esau don't have technology. No, the Most High gave this devil technology. He gave him, a lot of weaponry and different things. So it very well could be that the Most High might have allowed these devils to really have real rockets. So we'll see. Now, this is Jeremiah 31. Well, they do have real rockets. People have seen them. Jeremiah 31, verse 31. Let's read that now. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. What is it? I will put my law into their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, for I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. And these are keys. You got groups of idiots talking about they're under the new covenant, but none of them can show you that they don't no longer commit sins. And like we told you before, when we under the new covenant, we're all going to be under it at the same time. We will no longer be teaching, and we'll be sin free. But I read that to get to this verse 35. It says, thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. You see that? So the Most High said, if the sun and the moon and the stars were to depart, then what did he say? If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. We know that's never going to happen. It says, thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord. But we know that he's not going to do that, because you devils can't search out the heavens. You can't search out the seas. That's why you can't go to the bottom of the sea. That's why you can't. You claim you've been to the moon, but you can't. Why you ain't went back? You got more technology than you used to have. Why haven't you been back? So when you see SpaceX and Boeing trying to, go up to space, you hear them talking about a space force, which they got a sixth branch of the military called the Space Force. That all the chariot sightings, or the so-called UFO sightings, which are the chariots of the Lord, then you know that the time is close. Almost time for that war in heaven, which is Esau, Edom, and his military and his henchmen versus the Savior. It ain't talking about Satan and demons fighting the Lord and the angels. No, it's these demons on the earth, these demonic spirits inhabiting flesh. Okay, all these people have demons on them. Put it like that. Isaiah 40:21 from brother Ariah Khayal. Have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Hath it not been told you from the beginning? Have ye not understood from the foundations of the earth? It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. That's right. Absolutely. All right. So we read that. We saw that news. Now let's get an article real quick before we go on. Let's get an article. This is something also exciting from that same type of conspiracy slash. I mean, it's the truth, but they'll say it's conspiracy stuff. But we know that there is a wicked, and the wicked is ready to make moves on these people. All right. So this is from the People's Voice. Right. This article says global elite declares war on dangerous anti-shot shatters. Okay, we'll say shatters. You see what the word is. Don't nobody put no needle, don't put no syringe, don't put the words, don't say shit about it on the comment board. Just leave it. You don't need it. Watch some Jake do it anyway. Global elite declares war on dangerous anti-shot takers, shotters, who must be stripped of human rights. What? They want to strip you. Anti-shotters must be stripped of human rights. And there's that bug out. T-Dros, look at his teeth. Good Lord. The globalist elite have declared open war on so-called anti-shotters, who they argue must be stripped of human rights in the most disturbing escalation of their campaign for medical genocide since the Michael, Renee, Nancy, Allen rollout in 2021. You see the letters right there. But I know that when I did the video the other day, the other video that was similar to this, they gave me a strike for it. They said it was medical misinformation. So what I did was I appealed it, and they took the strike off and put the video back up. So I'm being careful with the language, because I know that damn algorithm is listening. All right. Anyway, you see the letters. And there's a video also you can go, and I'm gonna actually give out the link to this article on the comment board on the live chat. I know that brothers probably did lessons on it. I did a lesson very similar to this article. There was an article I had the other day that's very similar, so I didn't do one on this because it's so close to the same thing. But I figured I could also mention it in this video, in this live stream. So here it says, there's a video you can actually watch. Let's see if we can bring it up here.
If your blood sugar spikes in the heat, you need to see this. Did you know that type 2 diabetes?
How to kill all mosquitoes in the area in just minutes. This simple but brilliant trick you can do tonight to eliminate.
The globalist elite have declared war on so-called anti-vax.
Yep. He almost said it. So yeah, this guy, he be on the videos, so you can go there, check it out or whatever. Continue the article. According to the World Health Organization, insiders, so-called anti-shatas, are threatening Agenda 2030 and the elites' vision of the future for humanity, which involves mandatory mass Squid Game playing. You see it. Anyone who continues to defy the elite will have their basic human rights stripped under the new pandemic treaty, which the WHO, which is World Health Organization, are currently boasting is only months away from passing. So there's a lot of things, man. Right? World War III right there, cashless society they talking about. Shit, rockets being launched into the heavens, dangerous weather patterns, heating, right? Wickedness at an all-time high, different patterns in the sun and in the moon. This truth going out hot and heavy. Israelites waking up. So, hey, it could be at any time. Jacob's trouble could just roll in. The mark of the beast is right there. All they need is an event to get all this shit could just explode all at once, you know. Exciting, like the brother said. It is exciting. Yep. Exciting times. You just gotta, keep watching. Keep watching as well as praying. This is continue reading. It says we are living in critical times, and the information in this broadcast is vital to understand the end game of the elites and their technocratic plan to dehumanize the human race. And you can go and read the rest yourself. You can see the way it's going though. Watch the video. The video in itself is 14 minutes and 21 seconds long. Let me see here. I'm gonna actually go to some of it. Let's see what well, I ain't gonna play it because it's gonna be sensitive. They're gonna be talking about, them needles and stuff. So I ain't trying to go there. All right. But I will give you something else. All right. And I'm gonna say to this brother right here, I went to your channel. You hadn't did a video in over a year, bro. You gotta, man. Whenever you see them jakes with them names, devoted to the Most High, servant of the Lord, servant of the Most High, it's always guys like that who, you got to pray that the Lord put you back on fire because you can't start coming to the truth, start making videos, then take a whole year and don't do no videos unless you one of the brothers that's in a camp. But even then, your personal channel, you supposed to be making vids. And if you know the truth, you put your hand to the plow, you can't take it off. Jacob will prevail. Isaiah 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and the right grievousness which they have prescribed. Right. These devils, they make unrighteous decrees. And that draconian, as the brother put, draconian laws, draconian legislation, this devil about to bite with his laws. You hear him talk, hey, we've been doing a steady stream of videos going into certain articles. I might bring my channel up. You know what? Let me read this here. Okay, well that's good. Okay, cool. My fault then. He said that one of the elder brothers told him to wait. All right, cool. But he said he go to camp every week. All right, my apologies. Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Yeah, to that brother, just keep on going to camp. Keep on listening to what the elder brothers tell you to do. You're doing the right thing, bro. All right. Anyway, so yeah, these devils, man. I got the window open, so these little damn bugs coming in here. I'm gonna have to kill two of them, just like little gnats. Oh, there was something I was about to share. Damn it, what was it? Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's go back to the article because there's another one. There was another one I wanted to briefly mention too. Let's see if we can bring it up. So let's go to home right here. And they talk about this bird flu. Look at this. I didn't even see this. Kansas City Chiefs defensive lineman goes into cardiac arrest. Hold on here. Kansas City Chiefs defensive linesman goes into cardiac arrest during team meeting. Look at that shit. And he's 25 years old. You know the reason why. You know the reason why. Shit. Larry Allen from the Cowboys, the ex-Cowboys player, just dropped dead. He died suddenly on vacation with his family in Mexico and just dropped dead. And then brother Marquis from the Two Live crew, he died. Both of them was in their 50s. So, you got people dropping dead, and we know why. We know why people dropping dead. All right. Right here's another headline. Putin calls plans to attack NATO bullshit. He's saying he ain't got no plans to attack NATO, but see, they pushing for World War III because that's what these you know who's you know what's these JOOs is what they want. They want to mix it up. They want World War III to come, but it good. The Lord wants it, and Russia gonna be hey, they're gonna shoot them nukes over here at some point. So this is also from the People's Voice. This is a big one. 194 WHO countries, World Health Organization countries, agree to arrest citizens who oppose the BFV. Hope y'all can see it. I ain't gonna read it. BFV. 194 WHO countries agreed to arrest citizens who oppose the BFV media blackout. So this thing you keep hearing about in the news, this bird flu, they want to come with a, with a BFV for it. And the media ain't picking this up right now. They ain't talking about it. But these 194 countries agree to arrest citizens who oppose it. And you see your man Tedros right there, the Ethiopian. So it says here, 194 World Health Organization member states have agreed to begin arresting and prosecuting citizens who speak out against the BFV as part of tough new measures designed to stomp out so-called misinformation. And you know who would be at the forefront of that? The prophets. The World Health Organization, the World Health Assembly this week adopted amendments to the controversial international health regulations without any fanfare from the mainstream media. These amendments abolish the national sovereignty of countries, grant the WHO sweeping powers to pass laws in Western nations, and criminalizes speech that the WHO says undermines the official narrative. Shit is getting more stringent and strict, draconian, austere. Gotta be careful. But we're gonna continue to preach the gospel. I'm gonna also put this link there too, because there's a lot of inflammatory language and words that we don't want to read in this article. But you should be in the know. I'm gonna put it on the chat right now. Let's do it. So lots of things going on. All right, so just bear with me here. I'm gonna bring my channel up if I can. All right. So yeah, let's show it now. And I'm gonna go back and read some of these titles to these videos so you can be in the mind frame of what these people are doing. Or you can see what their mind frame is, what it's been these last few months. All right. So let's go backwards a little bit. So this is the video from the other day. WEF mandatory brain implants to eradicate conspiracy theories. That was a video. The beast will become more aggressive. This is the one that's very similar to the article we just read. That's why I didn't do another video on it. These two, right, talking about the different laws they about to change, different things they're coming with, mandatory brain implants. Right. Let's go back. What else we got? Just bear with me here. All right. What else we got? Right here from a month ago, Republicans voting for bill that can make Bible illegal. Free speech, hate speech in Deuteronomy 28 was also talking about certain bills. Here's one. UN says dangerous conspiracy theorists must be punished like terrorists. That's from a month ago. What else? What else we got? And I might have missed something, but I'm trying to go slow here. Just hold on. Because we've been, keeping in contact or keeping a close watch on all these little different things they've been doing. These little different bills. They be voting on these different articles that's been coming up. We've been careful to try to report on them. Don't forget about the solar eclipse that happened, and they shot 3 rockets in that thing. There's more though. What else? My computer moving a little slow, so bear with me here. This one from 2 months ago. South Dakota and Georgia criminalized key Bible teachings. And don't forget about the anti-Semitic bill that just happened recently. We reported on that. Damn, there's more. UK government to make independent media illegal. That one. What else? Government looks to stop hate preachers from entering the UK. That was one. Government looks to stop hate preachers from entering the UK. And also religious persecution and Bill C-367, which is also some religious stuff that they want to try to stop us from, teaching and preaching, as it were. That's really what it all boils down to. Don't forget this, Klaus Schwab. Humans who refuse to merge with AI will soon become extinct. Right there. So we've been reporting on this stuff, and not to mention all the rest of the Mark of the Beast news and stuff that we've been bringing out, different videos and different stuff. So, hey, it's right there, man. That's right, brother. This is Bomber Lock. Revelation 12:12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. That's right. All kinds of things. All right. And this brother out. Yep, that's in the news too. Nawak Yahawada, a man in Mexico, just died from the dirty bird. The bird flu. Right. The first person died from it already. So, and it's been reported that how many people was on a flight that got sick? They quarantined them. I can't remember where. It's on the Pastor Harsh channel. So you get, some is up, some is in the works. Let's also give you this. I'm gonna give you this video now if I can get to it. And before we do, let's read the scripture. Then I give you this video. All right, so let's go to this scripture real quick here. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 1. See, down here in Myrtle Beach, they got this big country music festival about to start tomorrow. It's gonna be all weekends, like 30,000 yahoos, different hillbillies from Tennessee and all over coming here to watch this. And they took up the whole boardwalk, all the area down there. But me and the brother gonna be down there, preaching whenever we do our camp or whatever. But that's gonna be on the other side. But still, people just going up with their normal life like ain't shit about to happen, and they lulling them to sleep. Now, this brother Azana Ma Shalawam, he says 2 new movies on Netflix shows Israelites with Neuralink. Number 1 is Atlas with Jennifer Lopez, and number 2, Bionic, both on Netflix. All right, be sure to check those out, y'all. Yep, 2 new movies on Netflix shows Israelites with Neuralink. Damn. Atlas with Jennifer Lopez and number 2, Bionic, both on Netflix. All right, I'm gonna be checking them out. Yep. So this is Jacob will prevail, Revelation 12:17, and the dragon was wroth. The dragon is the Roman Empire, which today is America, Babylon the Great, NATO, and the EU. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. The woman is Israel. The remnant of her seed is the elect, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. That's right. There it is. They want to make war. That's really what all this smoke and mirrors is about. Is that we're in the way. I put it like that. We're in the way of their plans, and they want to do what they want to do. But you know what? Gotta take it up with the Most High. Hebrew Israelites milk international flight full of sick passengers lands in Houston, and people are nervous. There it is. Damn. All right, so this is our 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Right. It can catch you off guard, but not us, right? We watching. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Right. I understand it's not darkened, as it were. We got the light, the truth. Therefore, the 100% truth. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. For the Most High hath not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. That's right. So the elect don't have to suffer with everybody else. Lord willing. I mean, we're gonna suffer some, but we don't have to suffer. We don't have to be destroyed with everybody else. We are gonna suffer though. Let me take that back, rephrase that. This is Ariyah Chayal, 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. That is what's going to come. It's on the way, persecution, but it hadn't happened yet. So now, see if I can get you this video that I've been talking about. And I got this from one of the brothers' channels. Let's see if we can find it. I know we can find it. Just hold on here. All right. Which is yeah, it's called End of the Dollar. And this is about 9 minutes, 54 seconds long, but it's got a lot of good information in it. I think I'm going to stop it at some point. This is from the brother Zadok Amram, House of David. He put this video up yesterday called End of Dollar, Coming Cashless Society, CBDC MOTB. Man, it's on the way. And these stupid people don't realize it. But it's all good, though. It ain't for them to know. So let's listen in on this. Pay attention, and we'll come back soon, Lord willing, all right?
This thing's a big mess. It's like the big house of cards that's set to come down. We're into it right now. It's not tomorrow. It's not maybe. It's right now. This is a global crash. The American empire is going down. We don't know what it is anymore. Whatever is money today, but there's a lot of rumor about the Fed coin and CBDC, central bank digital currency. There's also Bitcoin and now Fed. So the question is, what is money and what does it mean? And anytime there's a big change, there's always the rumor goes up and speculation and panic and all this. And it's for good reason. Throughout history, who controls the money controls the world. And since 1944, America's controlled the money, with the US dollar being the reserve currency of the world, which caused America to boom, but it also caused many problems. And when we lose our reserve currency status, which started in 1944, people were just blown away with the inversion of yield curves, because yield curves like reading the tea leaves. You know, you can tell what's coming next. So our guest today is George Gammon. What does it mean to the average mom and pop out there? What's going to happen?
Well, I think the first thing people need to realize, just going back to what you were saying about Bretton Woods, the United States was then in control of the money. To a certain degree, that's true. But now I would argue it's more so the banks. The banks control the money, and more specifically, the banks outside of the United States.
That's Jeff Snyder. It's called the euro dollar and the euro yen and the euro peso and the shadow banking system. He calls them some banksters.
Yeah, that's a good term. But most people have this idea that dollars are just kind of a green piece of paper, and you take your green pieces of paper that you digitally get with your paycheck and deposit it at the bank, and the bank kind of puts that in a vault and stores it for you until you need it. But what they need to understand is 95% of those dollars were not green pieces of paper. They were lent into existence by a bank extending credit. And therefore, those dollars are a liability of a bank. If your listeners have an account with Wells Fargo or Chase, B of A, something like that, and what the depositors found out very quickly with Silicon Valley Bank is that those dollars, which they considered assets, you got $100,000 in your account, that's your asset, but that was a liability of a bank. They weren't putting it in a vault. They were actually taking your money and they were lending it out, and you just had to trust that that bank was going to pay you back. The thing people should really be worried about as far as a central bank digital currency isn't necessarily a competing currency to the dollar. It's not necessarily a Fed coin or Janet Yellen coming out and saying, okay, now we're going to start using this CBDC. So whether you guys like it or not, we're just going to force you guys to use this and ban cash. But what a CBDC really is, when you look at the mechanics and the financial plumbing, it's just the individual taking their account that they now have with Wells Fargo, that's a liability of Wells Fargo, and simply moving it to the Federal Reserve. This is what we really need to push back against, assuming that you value freedom, liberty, free market capitalism, and especially your privacy. Because all those Orwellian things that we have heard of that we don't want to come to fruition, those cannot happen unless your dollars are on Fed's balance sheet, that your bank goes from being Wells Fargo to Jerome Powell and the FOMC. And fortunately, the good news is that it's currently illegal for an individual in the real economy.
So you have $1 million or 100,000, that's your asset. But the moment you put it in the bank, it becomes the bank's liability. The banksters have to then take your money and they have to buy another type of asset to make sure they can pay you the interest on your savings here. What they put the money into is all these debts and all these things. The bank's assets went bad, and that's when the runs of the bank start. People want their savings back. And that's where we're in serious, serious trouble right now. And then when you talk about Orwellian, George Orwell wrote 1984. And what 1984 is, Big Brother is watching. And the big concern with Fed now, or Fed coin, central bank digital currency, CBDC, is that we lose our privacy, that they'll track us. They'll track every move because they'll know everything we're spending money on, what we spend it on, who we give it to, and all this. So it becomes George Orwell's 1984. Big Brother will watch you via our money.
That's one of the
Yeah, I want to come in real quick on that because that's a key. Esau trying to, he's trying to, as the brother put the scripture up right now. Let's read that. Yakar Azakwala, 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. Now, the falling away happened roughly 70 AD. When Jerusalem was ransacked or destroyed, rather, it was besieged, and a lot of Israelites died and a lot left. Okay, exiled. It says, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And the man of sin is Esau Edom, the so-called white man who's now being revealed. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And these devils want complete control. And what keeps getting away from these regular jakes and these different Israelites, they weirdos, they don't see the importance of that central CBDC, central bank digital currency, and also being actually upgraded or going over to the mark of the beast. When that thing is the key with central bank digital currencies is that they can track every move you make, every purchase you make. You don't have that freedom like you have with cash. Like now, you can buy something nobody ever know you even had it, right? You can buy certain things, make certain purchases. Strippers can get money on the low, drug dealers can get money on, however, on the low, and nobody ever know. But when your ass got a central bank digital currency, all that shit is over with. They're gonna know everything you buy, every purchase you make, every transaction you do. They're gonna have full control. This is gonna give them total control of all the money. And we all know how good it feels when you got a pocket full of money, you just get paid, you got your cash. So you have to notice that is a suffocating move. When they take this, see, Jake is underestimating the power of money, or the power that this money has been given these people. Because as we even see now, rich men, rich individuals that are wealthy, they got all the power. Even people that are on the low level, even our people, they get some money, you can do anything with money. So think about the power they're going to have when they tell you now all the money is digital, and then when it graduates to the mark of the beast, how people going to be suffocated into taking it, because you won't be able to buy or sell without the damn mark of the beast. So think about not having the power to purchase anything. You can't get no food, you can't get no clothes. So if you can't have, so Jake is already doing illegal shit in order to get money, right? Jake is already doing illegal shit in order to get money. They risking their lives and prison time to get illegal money so they can be the man. So just imagine, you think that's niggas won't take the mark of the beast? Yeah, they're gonna take it by the millions. That's all it is to it. Jake gonna take this shit by the millions. Let's go back and play a little bit of that last little part right there. Let's see, right about 4. Yeah, let's start about 4 minutes here. Listen to this shit again.
Fed coin, central bank digital currency, CBDC, is that we lose our privacy, that they'll track us. They'll track every move because they'll know everything we're spending money on, what we spend it on, who we give it to, and all this. So it becomes George Orwell's 1984. Big Brother will watch you via our money.
That's one of the many problems, Robert.
People like me panic. I said, oh my God, they're going to track me. I don't want them to know I'm spending my money. It's none of their business. But now with blockchain and all this, they can track anything they want.
You heard it? They're going to have complete control over your money. They, you know, over all transactions. And when you listen to that chick, what's her name? Pippa Malmgren. We played that video over and over and over. She said it's going to get them, I forgot you, more control over what you buy. They're going to be able to watch every transaction you make. Like the brother said, no more scams. And see, when they got complete control over every transaction, they can see exactly what you do. They can control you to the point where if you don't do what we want you to do, we ain't gonna let you buy nothing. We ain't gonna let you, you know. So that's a big deal. That's why the apostles keep going into the mark of the beast, and Jake just keep on, oh, the mark of the beast is sin. The mark of the beast is this over here. The mark of the beast is sleeping with wife. You stupid niggas. You wait till the Lord let these devils lose the damn mark of the beast. It's gonna be hell. And the only way you're gonna make it out of here alive is if you're the elect of the Israelites and Yahweh Shai is with you. That's it. Hosanna Mas, Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. That's right. It's going to be the judgment of the Lord. Yep. Elder Brother Zion says every nigga who likes to worship the dollar gonna have to worship that chip. All them songs, almighty dollar, money, 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 chip, 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 mark of the beast on your ass. You're gonna wind up taking that shit because you love money. Think about being worth $150 million, you and your congregation. What you think you're gonna do? You're gonna take that damn chip in order to keep that money. We told you over and over. Them congregation of stupid people, you know they're gonna take it. You call it hate when we get on these other groups. We trying to help you, man. We're trying to help you. You people that watch them other groups that you don't think the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, you gonna find out. Isaiah Allah, Idaho, Ephesians 5:15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. You in an evil time. Shit done switched up just like that. You didn't even know it. You're too busy focusing on the wrong shit. We're gonna take a break from this video. I'm gonna play you something right quick. Verse 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. That's right. You got to understand what the will of the Lord is. Don't be unwise. Don't be a fool. You got to pay attention to what the Lord is doing. So we'll come back to that video. Let's see if we can get here. Let me go back to the history. I'm going to play you this video. It's going to get on your nerves. Can I get the history? That's all right. Oh, I see it. I'm gonna play this video that's gonna get on your damn nerves, but this is what Jake worried about. It's shifting the focus now. I'm gonna play it for you. Just hold on here. All right, I'm gonna share it. For those of you that haven't seen this, because some brothers have seen it, but some of y'all might not have seen it. So this is a video. It's called Black Donald Trump. Too big to rig official video. Listen to this. I ain't gonna give you no opinion. I'm gonna tell you, y'all tell me what you think of it. Listen.
Hey, Big Trump. Everyone in the hood and everybody in America vote for Trump. November 5th. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. You know the hood voted Trump. It's too big to read. Tell the DC swamp it's too big to read. Someone tell the fake news it's too big to read. You know that Trump 24, that's the victory. 100,000 people plus at the rallies. Stars and stripes, mega hats, yeah, we style. Lock them up, Joe Biden was on that island. This a message to you rhinos, it's too big to read. Wildwood was sold out. Hialeah sold out. Blacks for Trump, you know we always gon' show out. It's a patriot party, you know that red carpet's rolled out. Mark Zuckerberg probably gon' take post out. Unvaccinated for 3 years and I'm still breathing. Unvaccinated blood is worth some money, believe me. 60 billion to Ukraine and Biden still got shit stains. Now you pro-immigrant cause you done lost your blackface. I'ma flex this Trump card, been a boss like Rick Ross. I'ma flex this Trump card, Obama boy, you been a fraud. Someone tell Big Mike that there's only 2 genders. You know that Target put a target on your children for riches. You know there's only 2 races, Republican and Democrat. MAGA Kool-Aid man trying to bring that flavor back. Put Trump back in the White House. 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 It's the big league.
Different kind of monkey shines. Damn. And I want to go back. Jake got on the Trump piece. Ain't got the Jesus piece no more. Got the Trump piece now. You see, and he was saying some shit. Now he was saying some lyrics in there, some inflammatory things. You know, he mentioned there's only two. I think he said it's only two genders, which I like that. I like that line. There's only two genders and shit. But he said there's only two races, Republican and Democrat, which that's going off, of course. Now he did say right here. Let's see. He said he was for 3 years. I don't know if you can see it there. But he said he was for 3 years, and that the blood is worth some money. He was dropping a few bars in there, but that's beside the point. Some Cooney shit. See, now Jake ready to change the focus and try to be thinking about you thinking that a president gonna deliver you. That's the whole problem with you. See, the last election, you was going crazy over damn Joe Biden. Now you ready to get rid of him. Now you ready to get rid of him. Right. Different side of the same pyramid. But it is what it is. Just wanted to give you that, you know. Just wanted to give you that. I read, the brother said you did a lesson on that clown ass nigga right there. It's all good. Yahweh reigns forever, Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. See, Jake think that a man gonna deliver them. You putting all your trust into that. Here it is, the Most High God is preaching the gospel, telling you what you need to do to avoid punishment, but you ain't paying no attention. You worry about, you all mixed up into that. And you're going to have Israelites to get involved in that too. Don't be surprised if IUIC have a march at a Trump rally. Who knows, man? You can't tell at this point what them niggas might do. Ariyah Chayal, Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. That's right. They're wise to do evil, but they don't know how to do good. Isaiah Allah, Idaho, Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Talking about ain't but two races, Republican and Democrat. Yeah, right. Nope. We got the Israelites. This is Balak with Jeremiah 4:22 from the Good News translation. The Lord says, my people are stupid. They don't know me. They are like foolish children. They have no understanding. They are experts at doing what is evil, but failures at doing what is good. That's Jake. That's a black man. And black people, wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. Donna Rowe, in Jamaica, Monday coming, we are going into a lockdown. Taxis going on strike. Hey, if you're, for the brothers and sisters down there, may how shall I cover you and be with you? Because they're gonna do little, different little things, and I know how tough it can be, down in the islands and whatnot. So the Lord gonna protect his chosen. Don't worry about it. This is your Howard reigns forever. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. That's what's going on. You want to reject the knowledge? You worry about a fucking podcast? You think a man gonna deliver you? But the prophets told you otherwise. You're gonna find out. If you don't put your trust in the Lord, you're doomed. I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. There you go. One more bomb lock, Deuteronomy 17:15 from the GNT. Be sure that the man you choose to be king is the one whom the Lord has chosen. He must be one of your own people. Do not make a foreigner your king. Woo. Right. You don't supposed to make a covenant with these other gods. You don't supposed to put one of another nation over you. But Jake, hey, it is what it is. So let's go back here to 4 minutes in this video again, and we're gonna let it play on. I think, was it 4 minutes? Yeah, it was actually 4 minutes roundabout. Listen in.
Fed now or Fed coin, central bank digital currency, CBDC, is that we lose our privacy, that they'll track us. They'll track every move because they'll know everything we're spending money on, what we spend it on, who we give it to, and all this. So it becomes George Orwell's 1984. Big Brother will watch you via our money.
That's one of the many problems, Robert.
People like me panic. I said, oh my God, they're going to track me. I don't want them to know where I'm spending my money. It's none of their business. But now with blockchain and all this, they can track anything they want. So our privacy goes, and that's why when George Gavin says Orwellian, he's talking about 1984. Big Brother's going to watch.
Sacrifice their freedom or the perception of safety and security.
The perception of freedom and security.
That's a very important word.
People are finally waking up to the banksters. What bank is safe right now? And we have.
So you heard it. People are willing to sacrifice privacy for the perception of security, safety and security. And that's what they're going to tell them that. Just it's the same thing with children getting missing, right? People being sold and getting missing. They're going to tell you that if you give your child this MOTB, this mark of the beast, that you'll be able to keep up with the old people. Nobody get lost from dementia. Your children won't vanish. All this different shit. There's so many different reasons why people gonna be deceived into taking the mark of the beast. It's in the scripture that people gonna be deceived to take it. Revelation 19. Let's see if we can bring it up here. Revelation 19 and 20. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. So I had to read all that, but it's right here. With which he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast. So they're going to use the false prophet, which is what? Their religion. The Roman Catholic Church is the false prophet of Revelation that is spoken of. That beast is their empire. See? So they're going to use their empire, America, Babylon the Great, NATO, and the EU, and they're going to use that false prophet, your religious systems, to make you take that damn mark of the beast. That's why these wicked Israelites keep telling you it's sin, it's sleeping with white women, it's John 3:16, it's a spiritual mark, it's not physical mark, right? It's something else, everything other than what we telling you that it is, and it's what we telling you that it is. Let's get verse chapter 13 now. And them different Israelites gonna keep on saying a little different shit, but you have to remember when it comes to this mark, the very key is 17. Revelation 13:16. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, a charagma, an incision under your damn skin in their right hand or in their foreheads. The key, if you can't fit this into your doctrine, you are telling a fucking lie. Don't tell us that it's sin. You have nobody told us yet how you can make a purchase with sin. You can't prove it. How you gonna make a purchase with a damn, with a pokey, with a damn needle, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You're gonna keep coming up with stupid things that you're saying that it is. Like this Jake said the other day that it's the shot, and it's not. It's not the shot because none of us took it, and we still able to make purchases. Try again. It's not sin because we all what? How you gonna make purchases with sin? That's right. If it's sin, I mean we all have the mark, which is completely stupid. And if it's if it's religion, hey, the scriptures say we're gonna be sold, we're gonna be scattered. Deuteronomy 28:64, we're gonna worship other gods of wood and stone, which us or our fathers never knew. We already got it if it's some type of religion. It's not that. It's something that hasn't been introduced on a wide scale yet, which we know it to be what? The RFID chip. You can't get out of it. You got to come up with something different now. You got to change your whole damn breakdown up. And it's not like they won't try. Let's finish this video off.
Things like the FDIC, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, that's supposed to protect you up to $250,000. So if you have $250,000 of your savings, supposedly the FDIC will protect you. But what happened was it was in the billions over here. And that's when Jerome Powell, the Fed, and the FDIC got together and said, we have to bail these guys out.
Yep.
And that's called the moral hazard there. The moral hazard is that's the end of capitalism. How do you bail out the rich? But this whole thing is, the scientific term is one big effing mess. Trust has gone out.
But that's the opportunity for the central planners and the authoritarians, Robert. You have this banking crisis.
When George says central planners, he's talking about Marxism, central bank. And that's what, our founding fathers, that was Thomas Jefferson. He says, you guys stay away from that one. Because if we go to a central bank, he said our children will wake up homeless. And look at homelessness today is going through the roof. This stuff has been going on since the 1700s. And so what George is talking about is now happening now. And everybody can sort of see it. And that's why the FDIC are panicking, because if you have like $250,000, let's say you have $1 million, does that mean you only get $250,000 back if you lose everything? Or is the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, going to bail out your $1 million too? And that's the uncertainty, because money is confidence, and our confidence is gone today.
Yeah, very well said. And I'd like to point out.
Yeah, he said a key. He said money is confidence. So going back to what we was talking about, they're going to be able to keep track of all your purchases, and that money is confidence. So many people going, look, man, everybody love damn money for the most part. But I want to go back to the scripture, because we was talking about that pressure that you're going to feel when you can no longer have cash in your pocket. Everything is digital. Did they introduce it, that damn chip? People going to take it. That's the key. They're going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and you're going to have that feeling like, and look, we're going to be tempted too. We just pray that Yahweh Shai will take his spirit off of us. And the key is, if the Lord take care of us and he give us what we need, we don't need to take that shit. He promised he gonna sustain us during that time. Let's get it. Revelation 3. Three and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right. The hour of temptation is when the MOTB, the mark of the beast, is going to be implemented. Mandatory. They're going to be forced. People are going to be forced to take it. They're going to put some people to death that refuse it, and all different types of things. It's going to be when you tempted, the hour of temptation. And you ain't going to be able to overcome that unless Yahweh Shai is with you. So you can talk all the shit you want to talk about us. Keep making up slanderous lies, doing all that. You're only doing that because you work for the spiritual demon Satan. That's why you're doing that, Asaph. And you through, man. You through. All right, so let's finish the video off. Salaki, I know I said that, but I had to come back and interject with those few words. And the brother got a great scripture here. This is Jacob will prevail, Revelation 3 and 10. Because that, oh, you know what? I read that one. I thought he had this is the one I'm talking about. Salakia. Nawak Yahawada, Isaiah 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. That's right. People that didn't follow what the prophets told them to do. Because see, Jake got that spirit. I'm thinking of this one guy. I ain't no yes, man. I don't follow. Because a lot of you out there don't follow no camp. I'm just a solo Israelite. Okay. Well, you be solo. Don't bring your solo ass around us when you need answers. When you want to know where to go. Because the Lord ain't dealing like that. He ain't gonna just deal. He's just dealing with just you at your house. Then he dealing with this guy over here at his house. No. Most High gives. Can we get the scripture, brothers? Amos 3. Is it 7 or 6? His secrets to his servants. That one. Let's get that one. The secrets come to the servants, the prophets, and they reveal the secrets. You ain't got the secrets sitting at home with a damn cigarette behind your damn ear, or with fringes on all your damn clothes, got the yarmulke on your damn head, zits and a walking staff, walking around being an asshole, being over righteous. You ain't got the secrets, man. Called out the wrong name, dreads down your damn back, or whatever you doing. Not that one, brother. The secrets, that one. I guess it's verse 7. Yeah, there it is. You got it, brother. Salakia. Okay, you just put them both together. Okay, I got you. The water. Yahweh reigns forever. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Surely the Lord power will do nothing, He won't do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Don't say you're a prophet and you don't prophesy. You ain't a prophet if you don't prophesy. People's coming on the comment board talking about this Facebook guy. He's a real prophet. This dude ain't no prophet. He's not a prophet. We've seen jakes like you before. You people that think you got a ministry and all you want to do, you just making videos on Facebook. You don't go on the highways and hedges. You're just making videos on YouTube. You don't go on the highways and preach. Some kind of way you think that the Lord dealing with you. No, man. No, you ain't one of the men of the Lord. You're going to be out there warning the people. And then you'll do your videos. This is Jim S. Howashai Nawana, Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Right. The internet does the heavy lifting. This is true. But you prove your faith by taking your ass on the highways and hedges. You think you're a man of the Lord, you think you know the scriptures, okay, go out there. So anybody can approach you. Edomites, demons rolling up on you. You got to deal with the elements. Let's see. And you can't say you don't got to prove it, because the scriptures say that. Prove your own selves. You got to prove yourself. Jacob will prevail. Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. This is all about the elect. It ain't about the fucking community. It ain't about black people. No, this is about the Israelites, the elect of the Israelites. Let's get back to it to finish it off.
Out that the FDIC, they don't have that much. At the most 200 billion, probably a lot less now. But let's keep in mind that there's roughly $18 trillion in deposits in the United States. That math doesn't work when the FDIC only has 200 billion.
The euro dollars means European dollar. It's dollars outside of America, which are then creating more money outside of America. There's trillions of euro dollars as well as US dollars. This thing's a big mess. It's like the big house of cards that's set to come down.
And that's my concern, that the central planners, the Marxists, are going to leverage that crisis situation. You know, their motto is you never let a good crisis go to waste.
Correct.
If we continue to see problems in the banking system that exceed the FDIC's ability to patch up the holes, then, of course, they come in on their white horse saying, well, we've got the solution. All you have to do is take your dollars from these unsafe commercial banks and just move them to the safest bank in the world, which is the Federal Reserve, which is the central bank. And people see that as, oh, that little bit, that perceived security and safety, they give up their freedom. But what they don't realize is they're doing a deal with the devil.
I went to military school. We don't say it so politely. It says it's time to bend over and pick up the soap. You don't know where it's going to come from anymore.
Right.
Because the cash is trash right now. You know, and Rich Dad Poor Dad says savers for losers. The rich don't work for money and all these things. And we had this big 3-day here in Scottsdale. And we were talking about how the entrepreneurs like me, I stay out of paper. Anything that's printed. Took a company public. I own the paper. The IPO produces the shares, but I own the shares. I don't want to buy somebody else's shares of somebody else's company, because that's what another term is called counterparty risk. It's in control of somebody else, not me. It kind of bugs me. We're heading into it right now. It's not tomorrow. It's not maybe. It's right now.
I use the example of a tsunami.
Yeah.
I think that paints a perfect mental picture for people, because we know that a tsunami, when it's way out at sea, although you have this powerful force that's coming at land at 100, 200 miles per hour, you can't see it. They could go right under a boat and it wouldn't even know. But what happens are there are these detection buoys that advanced countries have. They're 100 miles out off of shore, let's just say. And that detection buoy can feel, or it can sense that force coming toward the shore. And so then it sends a signal up to a satellite, and that satellite signals the scientists that are on the shore to go ahead and warn the general public. They don't know exactly when it's going to hit. They don't know where it's going to hit or how it's going to play out, but they just know this thing is headed at you at 100 miles per hour. That is basically what the yield curve does for us.
Okay, so what we're saying, ladies and gentlemen, it's here. The crack in the foundation is now showing. Crack is shown in how fake this whole system is, this whole monetary system that just creates money out of nothing. And when America started paying its bills just by creating money out of nothing, it's going to come back. And right now, the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Japan, possibly New Zealand and Australia. The American empire is going down, and that means the dollar is possibly going down. We're here right now. You know, all these real estate investment trusts, it's just foolish to me. I won't touch that stuff because it's all fake. So you save money and you put it in the bank. Your money is your asset, but it becomes a bank's liability. And what happened was when the banks have to buy something, the banksters, they have to buy something to cover the interest they're paying you here. And so they bought all these T-bills and this and that and all this crap. And then all of a sudden people realized the bank couldn't cover it all.
All right. And I'll give out the link on this video
This
as
thing's a
well.
big mess. It's like the
Give out the link to this video as well. And like I said, it come from the brother Zadok Amram from his channel. And I was able to actually catch it last night. Or was it yesterday? Last night. All right, so that's gonna pretty much do it. Great time to be alive. A lot is going on. A lot is going on, as y'all see. And I had no idea, been going on this long, hour and 35 minutes, but it's all good though. This is Jim S. Howard Shah Nawana. And we'll read it now. This is 2 Timothy 4 and 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. That's right. Look at this person. You see this title, this avatar? You an asshole. You are asshole. Hold on here. Let's see. You filter out this chat and get this fucking clown off of here. Demon. You are an asshole, man. I got rid of your ass. All right. Yaka Azakwala, Second Chronicles 36:16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord rose against his people till there was no remedy. That's what's going to happen. The wrath of the Lord is going to rise up and it's going to start smiting individuals. There's going to be no remedy. So that's it, brothers and sisters out there. Thank everybody for listening. All right. This has been Tornadoes, Boeing, and SpaceX launch and the end of the dollar, various news. All right, Lord willing, was edifying. We'll see you again soon. Lord willing, all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. See you soon, Lord willing.